What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Wyckoff accumulation schematic. We are following step by step this accumulation phase. Okay, it is not the daily chart, it is the 4-hourly chart. We posted this, okay, on our Twitter account. Make sure to follow us on Twitter if you haven't yet. This is on the 2-hourly chart. Yes, it is not the daily, but we can see that we actually following step by step this accumulation phase. Okay, we had the last point of support here and we went back up. If we're lucky, we might go to the $38,000 range before we continue up, or we're going to go sideways from here and then up, guys. We're going to take a look at this today, and also the Bitcoin price here, this symmetrical triangle that we talked about yesterday. Yes, we broke out, there was a little bit of volatility, we came straight back down, guys. It would be a moment to close this position at break even, because we can see that we came back in the triangle and we just fizzled out. So this didn't play out, we did not come all the way to the $42,000 range. So I would close this position at break even, because we're still having some massive bearish divergence with this wick coming to the upside, okay, to the $41,350 range. We'll be also taking a look at Ethereum. Is Ethereum finally going to form this right shoulder here that we were talking about? We're going to take a look at some different levels here for Ethereum also. And if you are interested in trading, make sure to check out the PrimeXbt leverage trading platform. This is my favorite day trading platform. If you use my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code, you're getting 50% on top of what you deposit, guys. Okay, if you deposit 10,000, getting 5,000 on top of that to trade with, guys. My favorite swing trading platform is Bybit. If you use my link in the description, you'll be getting up to $1,610 depending on what you deposit. Be careful with trading. I am getting a small commission with this, and you getting the best bonus available, guys. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I do daily TA on Bitcoin and crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's go straight into the video. All right, let's take a look at this Wyckoff accumulation schematic on the 4-hourly chart. We did mention this also on the 2-hourly chart. Yes, it is not the daily chart. I know a lot of people saying it needs to be on the daily. It needs to be on the daily. Well, anyway, you can zoom out on different time frames, okay, and you can see the different points of touch. So it is absolutely perfect to look at on different time frames. Okay, so now we can see eventually that we are following this picture, okay, step by step. Okay, we did mention this when we were around about this area at $38,000, and I was expecting, you know, the spring point, we should come down to the $30,000 range. We actually hit just below the $31,000 approximately here on the spring point. And I was bullish all the way long, you know, since we hit this low with a huge amount of volume. We did talk about this also in other episode. When we have a capitulation phase and a huge amount of volume, it usually signs a local bottom or a local top when we have a blow off top and a huge amount of volume. So that is that. And yes, I was bullish all the way long, thinking, guys, we might go sideways. This might be the bottom and have an accumulation and start going up. Now, I do think that from here, okay, this is the last bounce up, okay, the last point of support back up here, as you can see, where we have this face over here. We had the last points of support right over here, which was at the just below the $35,000 range. If we are lucky, we are going to come down to the $38,000 range, 37.5, okay, just going sideways and a little bit to the downside before we actually go up here and break the $42,000, which I do believe will happen entering next week, okay? So we might go sideways a little bit to the downside, or even a little bit up here for the next coming days, potentially also for the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday, you know, sometime next week we'll be breaking $42,000 in my opinion by looking at this chart. Okay, so this is what I got. You know, we'll be paying close attention to this next week, guys. See if it's all going to play out nicely. Also, let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin. Okay, if you did take this trade, I would exit this trade because we have some massive bearish divergence on the 1-hourly chart. We can go to the 2-hourly chart also, just to zoom out a little bit. And yes, as you can see here, you know, the RSI is still going massively down here, as you can see on the chart. We are creating, you know, still higher highs here with the price action there, also this peak over here, and you know, the RSI is just getting worn out. So it is very, very likely, you know, we'll see a small correction at some point, because, you know, we are just losing steam. If we had to do the same that we did just over here you can perfectly see the price just going sideways, the RSI going down over here, the price going up, then sideways, and then have some type of correction. This is the most likely scenario. If we are lucky enough, we will come down to the 37,500 or 38,000. If I zoom out here on the chart, okay, I just want to show you potentially on the 2-hourly chart, must be all right, that we are getting several points of resistance and touch. Okay, we are creating lower highs, higher lows, sorry, which is bullish right over there, over here. So we've got a trend line where we should get some type of support. Okay, here if we have a dip here, we are going to get support from this trend line and also from the resistance of the huge symmetrical triangle that we've been looking for weeks. So we got 2 points of resistance. Okay, this trend line from these higher lows and also the resistance from this symmetrical triangle over here coming down. So at this point, there is going to be a lot of support level in between the $37,500 and $38,000. So I'm looking for a decent bounce around this area. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. So guys, yeah, if you entered this symmetrical triangle breakout, you know, it was looking quite good because we did have a decent breakout with some volume. But yeah, we came straight back in, guys. So if you entered at this point, I would, you know, close at break even, you know, if you have your stop loss near here, because it is very, very likely we might get a correction because of the bearish divergence. But I am expecting a $38,000 area and then a nice bounce to the upside, you know, entering the weekend. We'll be taking a look at this. Also, we can see we also got this major resistance point right over here from these higher highs right over here, higher high there, higher high here, also there. So yeah, this is something that we are going to pay attention. We are in this kind of in this channel or ascending wedge. So this is what I got for this episode. Most likely scenario, we'll be going sideways a little bit to the downside, getting a bounce and then back up again. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum, because if Bitcoin has a dip, also Ethereum, I do believe we'll have another dip, okay, potentially going round about to the $2,400 range. Is this inverse head and shoulder going to form, okay, in the next coming days? This is something that we need to pay attention also for Ethereum. Let's go to the, yeah, we can see that we had some bearish divergence right over here that are actually already playing out. Okay, we had these RSI going down here, creating lower highs, and the price action creating higher highs over here. Finally, the bearish divergence is playing out here, going a little bit to the downside. So yeah, I think another major dip, if Bitcoin dips, you know, we could go to the oversold territory on the 1-hourly chart. I think that the $2,400 area is a major buying opportunity. I do think that we'll be getting a severe bounce again, all the way up to the $2,600 range. Okay, this is my point of view of the market. I think any correction over here is great for buying. I do not see the price of Ethereum coming all the way to the $2,250 range. I don't see it coming that low. Okay, we potentially will, but this is my point of take. I think that we are going to create, you know, the price is going to be creating higher lows here, potentially forming like an inverse head and shoulder formation. This is something we are going to pay attention in the next coming days, guys. So yeah, obviously we've got the descending wedge, which is bullish. So yeah, some type of, you know, pullback is good in the short term, but I do expect for next week coming to retest the 2,900 at some point, and entering next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some point at next week. I think that this is going to start going to the upside. All right, guys, this is going to be it for this quick update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do daily TA on Bitcoin and crypto. I do live streams also. And if you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, make sure to check it out. We've got here the latest news, articles, technical analysis. We've got guides on how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin, how to short Bitcoin. So yeah, make sure to check it out. I got the link in the description. If you haven't seen my tutorial of Bybit and PrimeXbt to trade like a professional, there's a video popping up on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button to help me out here, and I'll see you in the next one.